let's talk about spiritual awakenings or spiritual journeys, especially in the beginning stages of it. And if you're going through the beginning stages of your spiritual awakening or spiritual journey, or believe that you are, then please listen. So, the one thing that I know is 100% true, and there is such a cute little butterfly flying around. I don't know if you can see it because it's not my back camera. Do you see it? Black and blue butterfly. It just randomly came up and it's been floating around since I've been thinking about making this video. So, I know if you're going through your spiritual awakening, your spiritual journey, that it can feel very lonesome at times because, you really don't have anybody to talk to about it because not a lot of people are going to understand you, or they're just going to throw their opinions and their beliefs at you, saying that, like, oh, you're crazy, you're making that up, and yada, yada, yada. That was me like 4 or 5 years ago. And it was tough. I actually started questioning my reality and everything. I'm like, am I losing my mind? I don't know what's going on. But I did feel like I had this close relationship and connection with Spirit. So I asked Spirit, I said, if this is real, if this is my path, then show me a blue jay. And I said, I understand about divine timing. So then later that day, I kind of like let it go, but I was still very open. I was looking for a blue jay. So I went out and, behind my house at the time, there was this wooded area and I was walking around and I didn't see a blue jay. I'm like, out of all places to see a blue jay, it would have been here. And I started feeling really defeated. And as I was walking, I didn't even see a sign or like a little flag with a blue jay or anything with a blue jay. I was just like, okay, maybe I'm crazy. So I go back into my house and then randomly I had this urge to go to Target. If you're familiar with Target, they have like this little like cheap dollar section. It's like from like $1 to like $5 or something as soon as you walk into the doors. So as soon as I walked into the doors, right front and center are these blue jay salt and pepper shakers. And I remember I just smiled to myself and I'm like, that is my sign. And there's a bigger message behind that of like, sometimes we just have to release control. We just have to trust that things are and we don't have to understand why they are. Okay? Especially when it comes to spirituality and things like that. And I feel like I can say that I'm like a healthy skeptic. Like there's been times, especially in my journey, where I'm just like, I don't know about that until I actually do it and see for myself. So that has been a huge part of the journey, is just trusting and allowing yourself to go with the flow. If you're on your spiritual journey or you're in the middle of a spiritual awakening and you just want community, like that's what I'm trying to build here on my channel, on my social profiles. I talk about intuition all the time, psychic development. So if that's something that you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel or follow my page and let's support each other.